Hello, this is Virgil Knedlik with the December newsletter. This month we are going to be covering the 1099 forms, and particularly the 1099 miscellaneous. There's a lot of different forms and a lot of different rules, but this is the form that I find that most businesses are required to file. Now, why do we file this report? Well, the law requires us to. But we all know that there are things that we do contrary to the law. We drive too fast sometimes. We speak on our cell phones without using our headset. We jaywalk. All of these are against the law, but we do them because the penalties are not very great if we get caught. With 1099s, the penalties are great. If you fail to file a 1099, it's a $50 fine per 1099 with a maximum for a small business of $100,000 a year. Let's say that you had 10 independent contractors that you were required to issue 1099s to, but failed to file the forms. That's a $500 penalty. But the greater risk would be that in some areas, if you do not file the 1099, that person is not an independent contractor, but is in fact an employee. And so now you owe the Social Security and Medicare tax on that independent contractor, and that would be much greater than the $50 per 1099 penalty. Our newsletter for November covered independent contractors, and in that we discussed the form W-9, which you would have each of your independent contractors or suppliers fill out, giving you their name, address, and federal identification number. So I'm not going to re-cover that information this week. If you would like to refresh your memory on that, feel free to watch the November video. As a business, you're required to file Form 1099 miscellaneous for each person to whom you've paid during the calendar year at least $10 in royalties or at least $600 in rents, services, and services include parts and materials, prizes and awards, and other payments. There are some exceptions. You're not required generally to issue a corporation a 1099. You're not required to issue a 1099 for the purchase of merchandise, telephones, freight, storage, and similar items. And you're not required to issue a 1099 to employees because they already have received a W-2. So when are they due? By January 31st, 2011, you're required to mail out to your independent contractors their 1099s for 2010. But you have until February 28th, 2011 to mail the copy to the IRS. As we enter the holiday season and get ready for 2011, each of us, myself, Eva, and Tammy, wish each of you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year!